We scroll, we compare, we wish for what others have, and slowly, we forget our own light. If a fish spends its life wishing to fly, it will never realize it can rule the ocean. One of the greatest struggles in life is comparison. We see others succeed, smile, and shine, while we quietly whisper, "Why not me?" But the truth is, no two journeys are ever the same. There was once a small village surrounded by a vast forest. In that village lived a boy named David, kind, hard-working, but burdened with one heavy habit. He compared himself to everyone. When his classmate John topped the class, David thought, "If only I were as smart as him." When his neighbor Mark became wealthy, David sighed, "I wish I had his life." And slowly those thoughts began to eat away at him. He lost joy in the little things. He stopped seeing his own worth. Then one day an old wise man, Grandpa Thomas, arrived in the village. David went to him and said, "Grandpa, I try so hard, but I never feel enough." The old man smiled and said, "Come to the oldest tree in the forest tomorrow morning. There you'll find your answer." The next morning David arrived. "Look around," said Grandpa. "What do you see?" David saw trees, tall oaks, short shrubs, apple trees full of fruit. "Now imagine," Grandpa said, "if the apple tree complained, 'Why am I not as tall as the oak?' Or if the oak sighed, 'Why can't I bear fruit like the apple?' Wouldn't that sound silly?" David chuckled. "It would." "Exactly," said Grandpa. "The forest is beautiful because every tree is different." Then Grandpa took David to a pond. Fish glided gracefully beneath the surface, and above, a bird soared in the blue sky. "What if the fish wished to fly?" Grandpa asked. David smiled. "It would fail." "And what if the bird tried to swim like a fish?" "It would drown." "Then why, David," Grandpa said softly, "do you spend your life wishing to be someone else?" Something inside David shifted that day. He realized the problem wasn't that others were better. The problem was that he wasn't seeing his own gifts. From that day forward, David stopped comparing. He focused on his path, his growth, his talents, and slowly, life began to shine again. Years later, David became successful, not by being like anyone else, but by becoming the best version of himself. When people asked him, "What's your secret?" he simply smiled and said, "If a fish tries to fly, it will always feel like a failure. But if it swims, it can master the whole ocean." The sun and moon never shine together, yet both light up the world. Don't compare. Grow where you are. And remember, your path is yours alone. If this story touched your heart, share it. Someone out there needs to hear this today. Subscribe to Inspire Ignite, where stories remind you who you truly are.